Alright, welcome to Project Zomboid, a Major Freak. So, zombie settings. I'll tell you what I know for a fact now, and then I'll tell you what I'll be planning on doing. So, here's what I ran with for a few days. I had a start population of 0.1, a peak population of 4, population peak day of 200, and population multiplier as high. So, what I expected was that the population would be a bunch because I had 1.2. I expected that there were 3 different population counters, and I figured, well, I'd have one at high, so I'd have some zombies on the map, period. I didn't want none. This is what I thought. And then later, as time went by, it would be 4, and 4 is maximum. So I figured 4 would just be absolutely mental, because normally, for default, it's hovering around, this. It's not 4. It's around, I don't know, less than 1. So, yeah, what I was, apparently they're the same. So, population multiplier, it's not crazy. So I figured 4 would be absolutely unreal, and I wouldn't be able to deal with it at all, and I die horribly. So, welcome to the game, right? So I figured it'd be fun to finally see tons of hordes after being able to run around fairly easily in the beginning of the game. That's what my aim was. What happened was that I killed everything in Rosewood. I have been told, I have read and heard that Rosewood is more lenient as to zombie spawn mechanics. But I killed all the zombies. There are quite a bit of them. I'll show you now. Back, continue. Oh, I got rid of, yeah, it would not load. I could try. Let's pop in just a normal character. I won't even care. Off we go. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. So I'll just show you the layout of the middle of the town to show you how many zombies I did kill, because I have the zombie decay at quite a large number of days before they, or hours before they disappear. It's not a significant amount, but it's a lot. But they haven't spawned anymore. Like, there's hardly any zombies spawning at all. But, well, I'll just ignore this while it goes. But when I was in West Point, and this is where I died in my most recent video. So this is how many zombies were in, and you saw, let me go just a bit back here. I'll pause it when I see the horde coming out around that fence. So I go up a bit, and then I see just pouring, they're just pouring out of here. So that was kind of scary. And that was the level of zombies in West Point. But in Rosewood, it's the same time period that there are not mounds of zombies where I expected. Just go to the center of town. Yeah, like you see scattered zombies that I took out. Yeah, 3 there, 5 there, I mean, not an excessive amount. I killed a bunch in the church. But yeah, it's not an obscene amount. I'll just run through the church here, show you quickly. Yeah, it's not it's not an excessive amount. And in the middle of the town, we have, as you can see, not a heck of a lot. So that makes me wonder, what if, it seems logical, what if the zombie count currently is based on a multiplier of the current alive animated zombies wandering around in the location, and whether it multiplies that amount. It just goes off that amount. So as you can see, not a very impressive amount of zombies dead. Which is worrying, because I was wanting this place to be overrun by now, or at least make it, more difficult for me to survive at day... Oh, it's the third month in, so at least 60 days. So, it's almost halfway through to to the peak day, which is in 200 days and 4 times multiplier. So you would assume that it would be fairly overrun a little bit by the same amount of zombies you saw in West Point. But it's not. And they barely, when they do spawn, it barely registers. Like, you kill a few and that's it. And that's really bizarre. It's like almost halfway through this peak day growth, and there's nothing, but there's an insane amount at West Point, which is just really hard to comprehend, except if the logic holds that there's... I'll go get a digital watch and show you the days for exactitude here. But yeah, I mean, how do I make it fun for me at home with more spawns? Because this fire department is never going to be in danger if I just keep killing the zombies that do spawn in drips and drabs. And the intent here is like, okay, I'm going to start a new game. I'll have the same exact settings, but just set the time to wait. Oh, did I? Where over here somewhere. There we go. Okay, where one. Okay, so I'm assuming, okay, so that's 1, 2, I started it a month early. So from the 5th, I believe, June? What was it, 6? No, 6 is... Yeah, I started on the 6th in June. So 6 month. And it was the first day. So 1st of June until now, that's almost 60 days. So something should be spawning in at least large numbers in Rosewood, but it's not. So how do we account for that? Like, how do I project for that? Can I wait 90 days using maybe a mod? Is it possible? Avoid mod time wait. Has good time. I refuse to look at AI results. Odd time. Probably the best way to do it, I'd have to play a game. Well, the best way to test, I believe, using my same settings-ish, would be to stress test it. If I made the peak multiplier and now this will do nothing. If it's, I believe if this number is below the start multiplier, it just won't have any effect. I used to think that it would decrease the number of zombies, but no, that would be impossible. I think it would just be, if this number is lower than this, it would just ignore it. That's my belief anyways. So start multiplier 4, so it's going to be an absolute shit ton of zombies in the middle of town. I'm going to check it out. Of course it's going to be sprinters, so I'd better deal with that. Random sprinter amount is going to be 0 because I need to test out the middle of town. So, fit. Can run for longer without tiring. Plus for fitness. There we go. And stout, gun enthusiast, blah blah blah. Whittler, crafty, outdoorsy. Reader, inventive, gardener, fast reader, dexterous. Chance of falling. I'll take that one. Okay. And off we go. So I'll show you what it's like with 4 start, and it should be mental in town. Like there should be just an insane, just packed wall to wall, I'm assuming. Which is weird because it's like I was 60 days into that cycle of peak time, and there wasn't, a lot of zombies. So that was annoying. It's annoying because I want to be able to make Rosewood dangerous, but in order to make it dangerous, there's got to be a lot of zombies, and if there's not a lot of zombies animated, then it won't spawn in new ones. I could try the respawn option. That would definitely work, but I don't feel any sense of accomplishment when I kill zombies because I know they'll just be, respawn. So it just feels, oh boy, it just feels completely useless. Alright. Endurance is pretty good. Keep going. Okay. Alright. Well, I don't see a lot of zombies. I'm assuming there'd be stuff in the woods and they'd be crawling all over me by now. At least, you know, I'd have some people trying to chase me. Oh, hello. Okay, here we go. Alright. So this is what 4 looks like. Wow, that's crazy. Oh dear. Okay, let's try that again. Can I add even more fitness? No, that's not possible. There's no athlete? Fitness instructor. 3 fitness. Minus 12. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, same place. Alright, so I'll try to go through the center of town and see what it's like in the very center of town. So yeah, that was an insane amount of zombies. Yeah, that looks like a lot of zombies there. Oh boy. That's quite a lot. Oh my god. Okay. Let's rest a bit here. Okay. Just gonna catch my breath. And then run to center of town. Okay, let's head on in. Now I'll try to walk as long as possible in order to give myself some... Yeah, whatever. Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay, yeah. There's that. There's more of them. Wow, look at them all. Wow. Okay. Kamikaze right into the center of town. I have to be careful of not being tripped. That's going to be tricky. There we go. Woohoo! Shoot me, coming through. Okay. And pause. Oh, I can't look. Oh, damn. Okay, so that seems to be a lot. I'll go kamikaze this way. Definitely threading that needle. Holy crap. Okay, so as you can see, this what it looks like. So we'll go out. Now we'll try the first modifier. And I believe that would be just the same. It would look exactly the same. Because it doesn't, I'm assuming it doesn't change. I used to think that population would be tailoring things inside buildings. Let's see now. 6. Zero. Okay, so I'll go 4 and 1.0 and 1.2. So I'm assuming that I'll get the same. But I want it to be different. I want that population counter to manifest in different ways than what we just saw. I have a suspicion that it's not. Oh, that'd be great. I don't have to hear anything. That's perfect. Let's do that. All right. I wonder if we spawn close to the center of town, whether it'll despawn zombies around me. Oh yeah. This is the test of the base multiplier and see if it has an effect on the type, the areas or the zones, or if it's just exactly the same. And where are we? Oh shit, did I? Oh, we started a new game, didn't I? Yeah, never mind. Sorry. I just thought it was the same map. Lol. Oh wow, look at that. I can't hear anything. Lol. That's kind of freaky. Alright, off we go. It looks like the same. Let's see. This is the main drag, right? Or is it? I think. Oh shit! That's me dead. Lol. Doing a new character. Rosewood. Next. Athletic. Fitness instructor. Athletic and deaf. Yeah, deaf fitness instructor. There we go. Okay, I believe this is the main drag. I think. Pretty sure. Or is it? No, this is not yet the main drag. Son of a bitch. Come on, you stupid shithead. Quickly do that. Sorry about that. Getting too impatient. Off we go. Okay, where am I? Spawned way down there, okay. Well, at least this way I can actually get into position to start running up the main drag. We'll go by the police station. See if I can deke around by just walking. I should be able to. There are no sprinters, so I'll be fine. Just recoup my endurance here. I wonder if there's a way to even make that more durable. Endurance durable. Blah, blah. Okay, it looks like the same amount. Or are there any in these woods? Is it just random? I don't see any. Let's get going. All right, and here we go. Yeah, okay, so it looks like the same setting. So yeah, I was wrong. I thought it was going to like populate in buildings and around certain points of interest, but it looks like the exact same settings, which is just the bizarrest thing. And just see if I can whoopsie. Whoops. Turn around so we can see the other way. Come on, can you turn around? Let's see. You gonna turn around? Look that way. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, my dead zombie. Yeah, no shortage of firemen, that's for sure. Holy crap. Huh. All right, so yeah. Tested pretty well. Now if we do, now based on this, and let's see if we can interpret the apocalypse thing. Oh wait, got to do sandbox and then apocalypse. Right, it's those settings. Okay, so rosewood, yeah, blah blah blah. So zombie. Okay, so apocalypse and survivor are exactly the same. Okay, cool. So the default population multiplier is 0.65. That would be roughly half the population start modifier of 1. So default 1. So this would lower it, the start multiplier, and it would lower the peak multiplier. Start multiplier is what the population is at start, and the peak multiplier is what the population is at the peak day. That's where you aim for. That's what it's going to grow to gradually. We believe it's linear in nature. So, yeah. My settings is for a crazy happening of 4. Now, the population multiplier is only 20% extra. That's what it boils down to. So it's just, this is a completely useless number if you're aiming for 4, right? Completely useless. Keep it at 1. So we've got a 0.1. I can go to a 0.01 population start multiplier. The problem is that if I do that, the peak multiplier, as we saw in my first description of what it looked like when I'd be playing that kind of game, was that once you kill the zombies in a zone, they don't really spawn extra. It's just, oh, there's a couple of zombies there. We'll increase that population by it. We'll double it to, instead of 1 zombie, you have 2. That's an amazing amount, but it's just, right? So I'm exaggerating for effect, of course. But yeah, you get the idea, right? So it was fun. I enjoyed it very much. The start multiplier is 0.1. There was enough zombies to keep me occupied, but it kept me kind of bored. I wasn't getting enough opportunities to get. I was going, oh, I'm going to kill the zombie, instead of, oh, I need to sneak by these 5 zombies, right? So what I think I'll do, because the population, if you, I'll just go back to Apocalypse, that's 0.65. If we interpret that, that's be a base. That's what it's giving you at the start multiplier. So if I would do 0.2, that's 1/3 of the population that you see in the normal game. So I think I'm going to try 0.2. Let's try Builder. What is Builder? What does Builder give me? So 0.15 means that is half, so that would be 0.7, basically. So that's a population at start for a build game, and I want a little bit more challenging than that. So yeah, I definitely want to go with 0.2. There we go. So instead of 0.12 at the beginning, I've got 0.2, which is double. And then this is 4. Now, unfortunately, the way the mechanics are working, that means that I'll never be really challenged in Rosewood, because I've murdered all the population of zombies there, and they don't really grow if you kill them off. That's what I've discovered, especially if you don't have respawn on. Now, I don't want respawn on. So basically, if you want a situation where there's hardly any zombies, but then later it gets difficult, that's kind of cool. Now, I do have spawn rates. No, wait, sorry. I do have... I swear I got a new mod that lets me adjust the zombie... the zombie types, like sprinter and fast shambler and shamblers and crawlers. It lets you tailor that, but I'm not sure if I got that mod in yet. That's strange. Anyways, let's deal with this. So 5% was enough. It was enough to scare the crap out of me, so that's fun. Days, la la la. Now, I had vehicles noise. The vehicle noise was right. Default is 1. I'm gonna go with default for the zombie attraction. It was a little bit too exciting when I had the vehicle attraction multiplier ×5. It attracted a lot of zombies just by moving a little bit and using the engine, so don't really want to do that. I'll keep it at default. The vehicle spawn rate was great. There is a setting for zombie decay rate. Decaying corpse. There we go. So I had it 10 times the normal amount. I wanted the zombies to stick around so I could see my kill count, which was fun, but the problem is that's an excessive amount of time, and it did start to feel really like silly after a while. I will get 10 days, so I'm going to go with 10 days. So 240. That seems about right for getting rid of corpses. They'll stick around long enough to be a problem. I should do 20 days. Let's do 20 days. So inside a month they'll go. That feels better. Okay. Yeah, they stuck around too long. I wanted to see them rot away, but it just definitely wasn't doing it. The helicopter thing was great. Sequel event, great. Yeah. Default 0.1. Why did I have that? Default's going to be 1. 0.1, sorry. Okay, I think that's about it. I'm still going to get the 4 free traits to get the free nutritionist trait that I tack onto my early characters, because I really want to know the stats on my food that I make, because I'm not that experienced yet to just go it by heart. So yeah, that's my one cheat. See now, suppressing military locations, suppressing gun stores, suppressing police, painless. Lol. Love to see that. That would be hilarious. I've never seen it. Everything else is good. Linger and voices is hilarious. Just kind of freaky when you see a zombie start to speak. It was like, wow. I think that's about it. I'll save that as 2026. Oh, I'm going to do 2 hours there. Okay. It slows down your rate of like exhaustion, hunger, and thirst. So that allows you to do more exploring, of course, in those days. So yeah, going with that. I've read it's a very new player friendly setting. So there we go. Okay, so we're going with 1.24. Okay, cool. Should I do... Should I do 100? No, we're going with 200. There's a reason I've got 200. It's to do with the vermin and the decay of the roads and and buildings and everything else like that. Not gonna have rally size. I didn't like it. Okay. 6. I think I've got everything. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah, restless sleeper and wakeful means that I get the same amount of sleep. I sleep for less, and typically I'll be waking up between 25 and 35 fatigue, pretty much all the time, if I do it once. And that's all I need, really. I lose a lot of fatigue right away, and then if you sleep again, your fatigue goes down even slower. So I just sleep once and just take off again. So I have these little short bursts of sleep and then get back to exploring and looting as quickly as possible in the first little bit before it gets overwhelmed. And I'm going to try and push myself to loot outlying cities one by one by going into town, looting, going to an outlying house or location that I can dump off the loot in that location to come back and pick up later. So I'll loot a location, nearby I'll store all that loot, and then go to the next location and just keep doing that as quickly as possible. And that seems to me like it's the beginning of apocalypse. Let's see how much we can loot, and then before the population, grows, people are succumbing to the illness and getting infected and infecting others, and the population of zombies, it grows exponentially. So that's where I want the game to be. That's where I want it to be fun. That first little bit of fun where you run around and loot like crazy, be a loot goblin, and then the next part of the game is trying to survive alone. And the power and the water aren't going to shut off for at least 6 months. That's the way I've set it, just so I can have fun with power and water without having to, because I discovered that if you run out of water, you spend a lot of your time just managing water, and it's a grind. And it's a grind. I just don't want to deal with it first. I want to be a loot goblin. And the power, well, I want to play with cooking. I want to have fun cooking meals at electrical stoves without having to worry about power at first. So those are two part of the games that I want to enjoy. And then, if I survive long enough in the game and enjoy playing the game, that the power and water will eventually shut off, so I'll be able to explore almost a different game. So at first I'm a loot goblin, then I'm a survivalist with power and water, and then I find somewhere with a well and the ability to get water at will, and food, maybe a river nearby, or learn how to do agriculture. But that's like 3 different games. Loot goblin, having fun with just your base and surviving in that base, which will be Rosewood Fire Hall. And then eventually I'll have to find a place where I can grow food, and that'll be the third part of the game. It'll be fun. So yeah, that's my intent of what I like to play. Organize is just more inventory capacity, and a strong, increased carrying weight, keen hearing. You get to see behind you more. There's more, more warning when zombies coming up behind you. Or talk to wakeful. Outdoorsy. You don't get cold. Yeah, it's great. Cat's eyes. You can see better at night, which is awesome. Oh wait. I felt it was too easy to see at night, honestly. So I want to make the world darkness. Where is it? Oh, yawn. Ultra gore. Love that. Now, the zombies will disappear in 20 days, but their blood... Let's make their blood disappear in 20 days. Wouldn't make much sense otherwise. Where the hell? Where the hell is darkness? Darkness during night. Oh, didn't scroll up. Derp. Dark. I chose dark. Weird. Pitch black? I'm assuming cat eyes will make that better, right? Okay, save. Okay. Time. Start day, start hour. Oh, I can't choose. Oh, I can't choose earlier. Oh, wait. I can choose earlier. I can choose 12 a.m. Alrighty. Hopefully that won't tick over until day 2, but we'll see. So 12 a.m. There we go. Size. And short-sighted, all you need is glasses and you deal with it. Weak stomach, just make sure you eat good food and not tainted. Slow healer, what to do? Prone to illness. Faster rate of zombification. Oh no. Restless sleeper. We already talked about that. Alright, so here we go. I'll just do a short test. So we got a 0.2, so double the zombies that I had in the beginning of the last campaign. Pitch black. But I have cat's eyes, so that's what I want to test. It'll make it more difficult to break into the police station and the fire hall, but if there's double the zombies, that means there's more chances for police keys and potentially better odds of finding fireman zombies who don't have holes in their uniform. Oh my goodness, you're loud.
Commuters should expect delays of up to 25 minutes during peak hours.
Options. Hello.
Local authorities recommend alternately the entire street for surface and lanes to avoid congestion.
Alright. Midnight. And yeah, that's better. That's better. Kind of enjoy that. Let's go check out the middle of town. Did I have 5 sprinters or did I have it at 0? Now I'm pretty sure there's 5% chance of sprinters. Okay, that's a bit more challenging. Right on. A bit more zombies. Right on. Yeah, this feels a bit more scary. This is good. This is good. But yeah, as you saw, not as overwhelming as 4. Uh-oh. Where's the direction you're going? Yawn. Hi. Oh right, I wanted to increase the percentage of vehicle road incidents because there just wasn't enough stuff on the roads, which was really annoying because I wanted to be more dangerous to drive. I didn't want to, be able to floor it all the way between cities. I wanted to have, either roadblocks or wreckages, or incidents, right, where you had to deal with something and you had to be careful driving, or at least you had to perform difficult maneuvers in order to get the wrecks or the vehicles or whatever off the road, so you had unobstructive traffic, and that was really annoying. So yeah, so let's check out the police station. Now, I'm not sure what they did to the game, but they made it so that there are not a billion zombies in points of interest, like the courthouse, or the police station, or, the shooting range near Echo Creek. So yeah, that's an incident, so that's cool. But yeah, I want more of these. What's it look like in there? How many zombies are there? There's hardly any. That's upsetting. Yeah, when I first started this campaign, I was under the impression that the first multiplier, the population multiplier, affected the population of zombies inside buildings. And it seemed to track because there sure were a lot of zombies in the shooting range months and months ago. But nowadays there's hardly any, which must have been a design change and not anything I did on my settings side. Okay, that's annoying. Excuse me. Alright. Oops. Alright, let's check the fire hall. Yeah, I like the darkness. The pitch black is it's now feels like night, which is awesome. Many people inside. Yeah, as long as there's not an exorbitant amount of zombies. And it doesn't seem to be. Like months and months ago, there used to be, you know, they'd be spawned with, you know, you'd have to deal with 4, 6, 8 zombies sometimes. Okay, well, I stand corrected. Oopsie. I can't see anything here. Completely useless. Uh-oh. Alright. Hi. Do. Let's see now. What are we looking at? Well, and it's nice because you get used to no sprinters, and then all of a sudden there's a sprinter, and it's like, ah.